What's up guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the rear door lock actuator on your BMW 7 Series of the F generation, which are the F01, F02, F03, and F04. So you'll know it's the lock actuator if it doesn't respond to locking and unlocking the car. So I'm actually doing it on the other side, but what's happening is I can only lock the door by manually pushing it down, and then it will not open by pulling on the outside after doing that. So let's get started. So we're going to start by removing the door card, and to do so, there's going to first be a pin under here that we have to remove, then need to go around our wood trim section, and then there will be some screws behind here. Then it's your classic plastic pins holding the whole thing in, and then there'll be some connectors behind that. So you'll see that under here, there is a little pin, and I'm just using an eyeglass screwdriver to get in here and pull it out. Here it comes. It pulls down like so. And now it's actually captive in here, so you just need to pull out this far, and then it kind of hangs there. So now we need to remove this wood piece, and to do so, you can use your fingers or a trim pry tool to go along here and get it off. So you want to be careful that you don't damage anything. There we go. Just be very careful. And you will have to kind of pull it around this door handle. There we go. And now we have access to this place. And now there's two T30 screws in here. And these are relatively long. And you'll see we do also have to be careful of this light bar. There's a connection there that will disconnect from the back. So at this point, it is just going to be the plastic clips behind here, so let's start pulling. So at this point, the only thing we really need to be careful of is the actual lock, actuator, stub, whatever, and then we will have the connections on the back. So I'm probably just going to start kind of around here, so I can get in here relatively well, and then just go around the edges. So again, you can use trim pry tools to help you with this. You do want to be careful on the painted surfaces. You can put a microfiber or something in between the tool and the surface so as not to damage it. You're going to want to do the sides and the bottom first. You can see it's relatively easy to do that. Alright, and you'll see this is completely free now. Then you'll just want to push up. Like that. It will have to kind of get around that pillar there. You will have to kind of push this pillar out of the way. And there we go. Alright, so behind here, this is our main cable connecting the door lock actuator to the handle. So what you're going to do is kind of have to pull down like that. And then kind of while that's down, you might need another hand to help with this. Going to pull this up and off. Next we're going to have this connection here with our tabs on either side of the connector that you push in, and then you'll be able to pull that out. So this wire actually goes behind the plastic panel here, so we're going to have to disconnect it from multiple points. First thing I'm going to do is up here, where you're just going to pull out like that. Then unclip this. So you're just going to pull it up as well. Then down here you're going to pull out. And this will kind of break this piece. So you can go ahead and order a new one if you'd like. Otherwise, they do go back in fairly well. We're going to have this white one down here. Then this one's going to be for the lighting. So you just pull out. Then again, on these clips, you just lift up like that. Finally, we're gonna have this one here. You just pull out, and there's one last one up here where you just pull out. Then it's under a bit of tape there, and you pull out here. And then this one also you pull out, and now the door card is disconnected. Alright, so I'll show you where all these go when we get back to reinstallation. Now all of these white pieces are actually, I believe, screws, which we now need to take out so that we can remove this plastic panel here. But before I do that, and please, for your own sake, I am going to test the new actuator before I disassemble anymore. So what I'm going to do is, it's a 4-pin connector, and it's the one that's right here that you need tabs to remove. So all you do is plug it in, like that, and try locking and unlocking. Alright, make sure your hands are out of the way since it is mechanical components. And there we go. Now, since I've confirmed that the new one works and is compatible with my vehicle, let's continue. So these are going to be 11mm, and you do want kind of a thinner walled socket since there is this circular bit along the outside. So you just need to put them half a turn, it looks like. And that puts them in the correct position to be taken out. Alright, with those done, here it comes. Alright, wow, that was easy. So now is when things get a bit trickier, since we do have to pull the actuator out from the inside. Seems like there is one connection in here, but they give us a decent amount of slack to be able to pull it out with. So remaining now are just 3 screws that finish holding this in. So what I'm going to do is get 2 of them completely out. Then as I'm loosening the third, I'm going to be ready to catch it on the inside here. Alright, so now we're also going to have to feed this through. So what I'm going to do and there we go. So you just kind of need to break it free like that. So again, you need to kind of feed this through gently, like so. So to remove it, you just pull out on here, and then pull out here. Alright, time to install our new one. And we can see here that this part is operated by the outside door handle, just like that. So now since I know everything works, let's put it back in. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is reconnect this. Just a clip at the top and a clip at the bottom, like so. I'm just going to feed it in through here. Then we do have this part, this metal rod, will go up through here. Alright, so now let's get the plastic panel back on here. And we can see on the back how it is just these kind of plastic things that rotate into these horizontal rectangles. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do here is transfer this and then push it onto the new one. Alright, so now it's time to start putting the main panel back on. Alright, so now we have to start reconnecting our wiring harness here. Alright, and I think if I can do it all in here, that'll be great. So let's see here. This goes to the lock actuator, which is all the way on this side.
And our kind of longest wire here is going to be on the top right.
Then this one goes right to here. I believe this is for the window switch. So those two kind of off the main harness go over there.
Then you've got this 3-pin that goes in here. And this clips right in here.
This 4-pin goes to the light that's down here. The pathway lighting, I believe it is. Then finally this shorter one goes right here into this white connector. Then I'm just going to make sure that this is actually on top of the wiring harness. There we go. I'm going to make sure that I have everything clipped back in. Then we've got these ones that kind of push in. And now we're ready to start pushing the pins in. Alright, I'm going to reconnect the catch here. Then the wiring harness runs over the top of the door pocket here. So now I'm going to get this ready to be put in. So I'm just going to lift it over top here, like that. Make sure I have all the wiring again put in here nicely. And it's just going to kind of sit on the top of here. So there's like kind of a plastic lip that runs along the top here. It actually sits in here. So that's what we need to put on first. So this top lip here goes on, kind of like that. Then I'm gonna get this pin seated, per se. So for a second there, it wasn't going in on this side. So you wanna make sure that it gets on both. Mine had like gone behind here on this side. Other than that, you're good. And so I didn't get on camera, but this piece just slides on. So to help me with getting it notched in correctly, I just took it off. Just like so. And then once you've done that, I'm just going to clip this back in. So I'm just going to kind of clip this on, slide it up. Alright, now on to the handle and the wood. Also, one quick thing I noticed, I don't know what makes it different, or why these are different, depending on like the model, or I or LI or something. These are a different size, so if you get one with the wrong size, you simply just pull out and then swap it. So I actually have to swap this back. Alright, finally, let's get our T30s back in here. And you don't need to screw them in too tightly. And now let's get our wood trim on. So it's just these kind of metal clips here. And then there are clips on the bottom, which we are going to put on first. And of course we have to kind of get it around the handle here. Alright, pop this pin back up in there like that. And the last thing I'm going to do is just make sure that all the lights are working, the window switch, and everything like that. So I'm just going to turn the ignition on. Turn on the lights. Alright, test the window. Alright. And the lighting down here seems to be working, as well as in there. And also down there. So that is how to replace the rear door lock actuator on your BMW F Generation 7 Series. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And let me know what you want to see me do. And I'll see you in the very next video. Bye.